Rabbi?
Okay, yes, we just muted. Okay, go on. Go on.
I expect we're unmuted, aren't I? Yeah, thank you.
Right.
Well, I expect on a number of occasions in your life, you have experienced or faced disappointment. And this is one of the true challenges in life. We have to be resilient about this and how to cope and overcome these disappointments. And if we don't, then our frustration is unlimited. And these disappointments, of course, occur in every facet of our life. For example, we might have bought tickets for a concert and then discover that we're not able to go at the last minute, or the artist that we're going to hear is ill or is not able to come over. Then, of course, perhaps we've had disappointments in not being able to get the exam results that we hoped for. Or perhaps you've been looking forward to going on holiday and discovering that your holiday or your flight has been unexpectedly cancelled. And then, of course, there's a couple who I know many years ago were going to make Aliyah to Eretz Israel, and they'd had a farewell party from their community and they'd received a present, but they didn't actually go to Israel. And then they moved to Pinner. So years before, Moshe had been told that because he had failed to sanctify Hashem in the presence of the Bnei Israel, of course, he was told that he would not be permitted to lead the Bnei Israel into the promised land. So Moshe had protested about this and prayed and implored Hashem to change his mind so that Moshe could fulfill his dream, but his pleading received a negative response. And we know that Hashem had become angry with Moshe because of the Bnei Israel. And we know about the episode of the spies and 40 years of staying in the wilderness. And this negativity is referred to 14 times. Lo ta'avor et ha-yaden hazeh, you shall not go across yonder Jordan. Moshe was powerless to change Hashem's mind and, of course, his ultimate fate, but was permitted to climb the summit of Pisgah to see. Moshe didn't give up there and then, but he continued to trust in Hashem's wisdom and did everything possible to prepare Yeshua and to strengthen his position in the eyes of the Bnei Israel, and would build up Yeshua's morale. Moshe urged the Bnei Israel to remain faithful to his ideals and Hashem's words after he passes away. And he accepts his end with confidence that others will continue his work, facing the prospect of his death with quiet dignity and inner peace. And we know that Moshe demonstrated humility and empathy, as well as heroism, patience, self-reflection and wisdom. And he was described as a very humble man. But yes, of course, he had human imperfections, losing his temper, he had a speech impediment, and he had fear and self-doubt. And these human flaws he struggled with. But we've learned how his leadership qualities have transformed him. And he had the ability, of course, to see the needs of others. We all recognize in ourselves that we have dreams or aspirations that we will not achieve. And some of these have realistic limitations, and some of our hopes that we set ourselves will remain unfulfilled. Like Moshe, we have pride in what we are able to accomplish and temper our frustration at our shortcomings in the knowledge that others will carry forward the values to which we aspire to. And we accept our lot with dignity and peace. But perhaps the lesson is not to be despondent about our setbacks, but to be inspired and use it for constant growth. So as shortly we'll be going into the month of Elul, it is a good time to deal with our disappointments, contemplate the year ahead, for forgiveness, but also moving on in a positive way so that we can try and implement this in our daily lives.
Thank you so much. That was lovely. Thank you very, very much. And learning a little bit about the quest of Moshe Rabbeinu. Beautiful. Very, very nice message. And there's always an in-depth message that we can find from the Torah, and something that you shared with us today. Thank you so, so, so much.
Yeah.
And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little share screen. And let me just see if I can do this. Yes, it's there. We've got the NCSY Siddur behind me, as you can see. I don't know where I've gone, but I'm here somewhere. And we're going to start with Yedid Nefesh. Beautiful, beautiful hymn that we sing before Shabbat. It's on page 256 in the Chief Rabbi Siddur. Please follow me as I do this. It's emblazoned in this particular hymn is God's name, Yud, Hey, and Vav, Hey. That's the acrostic of the of each one of the verses. The Vav and the Hey over here, and which means God's name, of course, is emblazoned in this. And the beautiful thing about this particular hymn is that it speaks about our relationship with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, with the Almighty. It talks about God as the Av HaRachamim, the Father of mercy, but it also speaks about us as the dear, and us as a servant running towards him swiftly, following his will. But then it has all these different other ideas, the idea of the soul being sick with love for you. I think it has a little connection with the Seder this week, of course, which is talks about the Shema, and in the Shema we are told to the Ahavta es Hashem Elokecha, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul. And there we have it. We speak about the love that we have to have for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. My soul is sick with love for you. I think it's such a beautiful hymn. And I think originally it wasn't actually made to be recited on Shabbat. At any time we could actually recite it. And it is such a beautiful hymn. And I'm going to start it off now. Yedid nefesh av harachamim m'shachavtecha el retzonecha yarutz avtecha kamo ayal yishtachaveh emul hadavecha Yeravlo Yedidai Secha Minofet Suf V'chol Toam Adonai Ziv Ha'olam Nafshi Choylas Avosecha Ono Elina V'fanala B'haroisla Noam Zivecha Os Tischazek V'stisrape V'hayesala Simcha Soilam V'sik Yehemuna Rachamecha V'chusana Al beinahu becha ki ze kama nitzavti lidos b'siferes uzecha eile chamda libi v'chusana Ve'alti salam yigalena u'fedois chavivi alai etzukas shaloi mecha tayenetz mikvoidecha nagila v'nismachadach ma'ehov Kiva moed v'chanenu Kimei Olam, to the Yamama, to the Yamama, to the Yamama, Yamama, to the Yamama, to the Yamama, to the Yamama, Yadai, to the Yamama, to the Yamama, to the Yamama, Yadai, to the Yamama, to the Yamama, to the Yamama, yo. L'chun Adonai, Nariya L'tzu Yishenu. Page 258. Look up on another side of his mirrors, Navi Eloki El Gadol Adonai. Umelech Gadol Akol Elohim Asher Yad Mechikei Aretz V'Soyach Samim Loi. Asher Lo Yom Lehu Atzaru. Yabesh Yadav Yatzaru Bo Yishtachlev Nichrecha. Nifnecha Nifnei Adonai Askenik Ki Elohim Melach Amar V'Zo. V'Zon Yadav Hayom Im Bekadosh Yishma'u. Al Takshun V'Alichem Ki Meriva. Ki Omasah B'Midbar. Asher Nizir V'Seichem B'Chanuni. Gama Ufa'ani. Bayim Shana Akut Badon Ba'oma Amto Elei Vavheim Vehem Lo Yadu Devachai Hashem Nishpati V'Yapi Im Yavayu Mel Meluchasi Shivim Ladonai Shil Chodai Shivim Ladonai Kol Haaretz Shivim Ladonai Baruch Hu Shemo Pasu meyom liyom Yeshua sa Safu vavem kavayda b'chol ha'amim Nifla oisav ki kadal Adonai mula ma'od Navu hua kol elihim ki kadal hei ha'amim elilim V'Adonai shamayim asa Hoyt v'hatan ufanov Hoyt v'sif edes b'mikdash Havu l'Adonai mishpachos amim Havu l'Adonai kavod v'os Havu l'Adonai kavod shemo Zu mincha uva l'chatz v'yisav yitakavu l'Adonai Bahadas Kodesh, Chilomi Panakolos, Muvagoy Matnai Molach, Achti Kantevel Baltimot, Yadinamim Bemeshamim, Yes, Mekua Shamayim, Vesagal Hanet, Yelamayam Loyoy, Yaloy Sadai Vapalashaboy, Oz Yeradanu Kolatseyoa, Livnadana Kiva Lishboy Ta'aretz. Yishboy Tzevel B'Tzedek V'Amim Be'emunosoi Adonai Malach Tagala Aretz Yismechu Iyim Rabim Anam V'Nafel V'Savivat Tzedek V'Mishpat B'Chon Kisoi Eish Lefanov Teilech U'Slahit Saviv Sarav Heiliv V'Akal Tevel V'Asav V'Takala Aretz Havim Kadoinat Mamos L'Nifnei Atayim L'Nifnei Atayim Kol Haaretz Ikidu HaShamayim Tzikoi V'la Uchal Ha'amin Kavayday Yavoshav Kol Evdel Fesel Hamisalim Balilim Yishtaknu Lo Kol Elihim Shamach V'Tisach Siyon V'Takel L'Manos Yehuda L'Mam Mifetech Adonai Ki Adonai L'Yam Kol Haaretz V'Yadna Leitza Kol Elihim Oh, they Adonai, Sinu Rosh Hashanah, Nafshos Chazidav, Miyad, Rishaim Yatzilem. Oh, Samuelat Tzadik, Oli Yishveleim Simcha, Simchu Tzadikim Adonai, V'hoydu L'Zeicher, Kocho Mismo, Shiva Ladonai, Shiva Kadosh, Kinifla also saw her Shiva Yamina as well Kocho, Hunty Adonai Yeshua Sunday Hagon Gilasi Kocho, Zakar Khastov Demonosa, the basis of the faith she was Heleno. Have you let an accolade speaking on some man Bechino Bakol Simra, Bakat Sides Vakol, Shaifa, have you lifted a Melech Adonai? Yelamayam Loyoy Tevel, V'Yoy Shveva, Nahalas Yimacha Uchaf, Yachat Hanim Yelanenu, Lifnei Adonai Kiva, Lishboy Ta'aretz, Yishboy Tevel, B'Tzedek, V'Amim, B'Meisharim, Adonai Molach, Yugazu Amim, Yavshekuduvim Tamnu Ta'aretz. Adonai b'tzion kodov v'lamuhu al kol ha'amim. Yodu shimcha kodov v'nada kodashu. Yodis melech mishpat ha'hev. Atal kol nanta Meishalim Mishpatus Saka Biaka, but Asisa, Namamadani Mishaka, Latin Rago Kodeshu, Moshe Yaharon, Bechohana, Ushmuel, Bekoide Shamoy, Kohidim Meladonai, Vehu Yanim. Pamudanan Yedaber Aleihem Shomrei Doisav Lechoik Nosan Lamoy Adonai Eloheinu Ata Anisom Anase Hagisan Lahem Benoi Keima Lali Loisam Roi Mamu Adonai Eloheinu Ishtahamu La Control King Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Mizmo LaDavid Havu Ladonai B'nei Elim Havu Ladonai Kavod La'ois Lai 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 Havu Ladonai Kavod Shemois Havu Ladonai Ba'atlas Kodesh Kol Adonai al hamoyim el hakovotim Adonai al hamayim rabim Kol Adonai ba'kol ay 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 Kol Adonai be'odo Kol Adonai shaveh adazim Vayishaber Adonai Esazei Habanon Vayakidein Kemo Ekel Vavanon Vasilion Kemo Vein Ve'emim Lai 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 Kol Adonai Kol Zei V'Hamoi Zei Kol Adonai Yachil Mihiba Yochil Adonai mi bakodesh, Kol Adonai yechol mevayonos, vayecheso yaoros uveichalo kolo omek kavod lai 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 Adonai lahamabu yashov vayeshev Adonai elech leolam Adonai oz le'amo yiten Adonai yevarech es amo v'shalom. Lechadoydim mikras kala penei Shabbos lekabala. Lechadoydim mikras kala penei Shabbos lekabala. Shama v'zacha v'dibor echad hishmiyanu elam yuchad Adonai yechad Ushmo yechad l'shem u'l'siferes v'l'silo lechadoydi likras kalo penei Shabbos lekabala likras Shabbos Lechu v'nelecha ki meko ha'belocha meidosh mikedem nasucha sof maaseh b'machshava tchila Chadoydi likras kalo penei Shabbos lekabala mikdash melech imalucha kol mitzai toicha haficha rav noksheves b'yemek habacha Yachamal alayichem la lechadoydi likras kala penei Shabbos lekabala He is Nari, Meyofaku, Milivshi, Big Day, Sivatecha, Mi Aliyat, Benishai, Beisalani, Kavoy, Anarchi, Gayalo, hey, Kavoy, Hikrakala, Penei Shabbos, Kabbalah, He is Siremi, Kiva, Oirech, Komi, Oiri, Ori, Shetabang, Kavoy, Adonai, Wala Yiknikla, Lachadoidi, Lihikraskala, Penei Shabbos, nekabala. Change the tune. Loi seva shiva loi sikami mati shakachi oma atemi bo ochechesu ani yami benifnesa iyate la lai la chadoi di likras kala Pene Shabbos ne kabala la chadoi di likras kala Pene Shabbos ne kabala together the Hayulim Shisa Shoy Sayik the Rochaku Kol Mevalayich Yosef Salayich Elohayich Kimsas Kosana Hakala Lai the Chadoi di Likras kala Pene Shabbos ne kabala la chadoi di likras kala Pene Shabbos ne kabala la di la hey ya Osmo Tiflotiri yes Adonai Tarifi aha ya ya hadish ben pahatzi hanis macha v'noki hilalai lechadoiti likras kala Pene Shabbos ne kabala hey lechadoiti likras kala Pene Shabbos ne kabala la hey boy shalai ataves bahala gaham besimcha uvesahala la tochabuhune am sekuvula boy chala hoy la chatoy ti likras kala Pene Shabbos ne kabala lechadaiti likras kala Pene Shabbos ne kabala. Okay, right. We got through lechadaiti. Today is a special day. Today is a special day because it's the yahrzeit of my father today. And my father passed away 26 years ago. And one thing my father really was special about, and it says it on his stone, it says he was Ohev Shalom because he was a community rabbi. And it says he was Ohev Shalom, V'loidev Shalom. He loved peace and he pursued peace. Ohev Esabiyas, he loved all people. Umakal van la Torah, and brought them closer to the Torah. That was my father. He was the rabbi in various communities. Thank you very much, Rachel. Thank you for your Chaim Aruchim message. Thank you. He was a rabbi in various communities for over 50 years. Over 50 years. So just have very, very happy and good memories. And I think when we look towards a yahrzeit, I think we try to look at all the good things and what he expected from what we should be doing and what the children should be doing and followers, whatever. And that is really what the day of a yahrzeit is all about, and to remember all those good things that he did. And may his neshama have an aliyah, may his soul be elevated, please God. And we should only have good things for the future. Amen. Also, today is a special day, which Danny mentioned. Danny said it's Jewish Valentine's Day. It's Tu B'Av, the 15th of Av, special day in the Jewish calendar. It's worthwhile you looking it up. Google it now just before Shabbos. It's really worth Tu B'Av, the 15th of Av. What is special about this day? Well, it used to be the day where the Banos Yerushalayim, the daughters of Jerusalem, would go out wearing beautiful linen clothes, and they would be trying to find shidduchim, right? So it's a very special day and a day of great, great joy. In fact, in the Gemara in Tanis, it says there were no greater days in the Jewish calendar than Yom Kippur and the 15th of Av. So just think about that special day. This also, just want to remind people, if you're coming to shul tomorrow, 9 o'clock in the morning, we have our shiur that we have. So please join in with that. And in the afternoon, 6 o'clock in the afternoon, I have my Pukei Avot shir and please come to that. Please join in. Shabbat Shalom to everybody. And I don't have to be on this. How do I get off this? Let me go off the thing, chat gallery. Let's do Yigdal, page 12, please. And please join in with me as I do this. Yigdal Elohim Chai, Yishtabach, Yitzhak Yehinei, Selmati Yotah, Echad V'Yein Yachid, Keyichudo, Elam V'Gam Ein Sof Li'achduso. Ein Lo T'Mosago, Yehin Ogo, Lo Na'adei Chelav Kedushosoy, Kamon L'chol Davar Asher Nivra, Rishon V'Yein Reshis L'Reshisoy, Hino Adon Olam, L'chol Nohotza, Yorek Ketulaso, Malchuso, Shefa Nevuaso, Nesano, Elan Sheisagulaso, V'Sif Tavato, L'Kam Yisrael, Kamo Sheot, Navi Umabit, Estemunoso, Torah Semes, No Sandi Amoel, Ayat Nevio, Memam Beison, Lo Yachal Israel, Velo Yamita Solio, Elohim, Lezuloso, Sofe Viodea, Cesarenu, Mabit Lesof Davar, Bekat Moso, Gomer Leish Chesed, Kamifalo, no same Bashara, Karishoso, Ishlach Lekech Yomim, Meshichenu, lift off Mechakeket, Yeshuoso, Meisim Yachayel, V'lov Chasto, Baruch Hadeyat, Shem Tehin Loso together, Meisim Yachayel, V'lov Chasto, Baruch Hadeyat, Shem Tehin Loso. Shabbat Shalom. Good Shabbat.
Thank you, Rabbi Black.
Shabbat Shalom. Good Shabbos. Thank you.
Shabbos. Harvey, where's Harvey? Is he gone?
No, I'm around here still.
Shalom.
Hi, Harvey.
Shabbat Shalom.
Hi,
Shabbat Shalom
Okay.
to everyone.
You like the black eye?
Oh,
Wish you high,
yeah.
Maruch.